Hi everyone. Here is the first view of the trial by fire of my brine shrimps. Uh, I left for about 25 days for the holidays. So I intended to see if they could survive on their own. Of course, given some extra things. While I was away from December 14th until today, January 8th. One of the big concerns was water evaporation because it's winter outside. And so I left a big bucket full with water and a smaller one because that is an old school remedy to dryness. You put buckets of water to evaporate, and it's it keeps the environment near the buckets more humid. And apparently have worked. And I don't plan to try it without the buckets. Anyhow, down there's still the timer. So I was concerned that this light and this light, if there was a power outage, it will not come on back on because you need to do it by hand and the timer is erased in a power outage. So I had this light here that is a fluorescent uh, full spectrum light that I put it in the timer, and so it turned on near the same time the smaller one did. So now let's see the result of the trial by fire with our guys. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Interesting. This was supposed to be the gunk. Come on, focus better. The gunk receptacle. And actually, looks like it's the one that did the best. There are even babies. And as you can see, the algae grew all over. So that is a win. And that was supposed to be the gunk trash aquarium. So you can see it went quite well for 25 days. Here is it was the problematic one. So you can still see a little haze, but the algae reproduce. Interesting enough, the plastic things that I left uh, for the algae to grow initially got kind of stuck with the algae. That's fine. And you can see the algae below, and you can still see a kind of haze. So it looks like it was 25 days from December 14 to today, January 8th, and this is as clear as it gets because I had not feed them. It was pure the initial feeding that I did for a week before leaving, and the algae, and of course the light. Here is the original colony. Oh my goodness, the green green cotton algae, as I name it, have grown a lot, and that's fine. It was providing oxygen, as you can see. Not many babies, but at least some of the adults still there. And now we go to aqua dragons. Interesting, these aqua dragons. Uh, sorry, I'm not cleaning the aquariums today. I will do another video of that after I have slept. I only taking a snapshot of what the four aquariums did in how they fare in the last 25 days, and it's interesting. I feel them almost to where they did the contact to the maximum I could, and so you can see the evaporation of the three of them that went on with the caps on, and and you can see the growth of algae that happened. Come on, focus. That's the best I can get. And this one is interesting that that white stuff is salt. I was near the border, so for some process, the salt crept out through the border of the cap. So that is interesting. And it only had this little hole that you can see it there. I was concerned that there might not be enough uh, beside the algae, but looks like it was a success. You can see some aqua dragons swimming around. You can see some babies. And yeah, there are aqua dragons there, and they are doing fine. So we, what I did is the week before I left, I fed them every day. So of course I overfed them, but I left them more material. I had this light and this light that they have the 8-hour timer. But I was concerned that if there was a power outage, that was it for the light because they need to be reset by hand. So I got a timer that I control through Apple TV and something named, I think I forgot how this one is named, but it's something with an app, and I could no matter where in the world I am, I could check if the light was on, off. It wasn't an automatic timer, but I could turn it off also and turn it on at will. So that worked great. And of course, this was my backup light that was connected on the time and that timer because this is a fluorescent light that even if there was an outage, this system will reset itself how I program it because of the Apple TV, and this light will come on even if this will have not. So what was on the result? I need to clear the walls to look inside the aquariums again. Although it was not that bad, as you can see, but still, it can be do better. And you can see that brine shrimp survive in the four aquariums. I don't know, I'm impressed on this that was supposed to be the junk, how good it's done, and the algae have gone spread like wildfire. So very interesting. Anyhow, initial food, then with a good base of algae and a good source of light, and maybe some bucket of water to hamper the evaporation, and of course putting on the caps. These brine shrimp pets have passed the trial by fire by surviving, at least some part of them, for 25 days without any problem. Oh yes, important. This room was kept at around 70 degrees all this time that I was away. That is important. So you need a stable temperature, a stable source of oxygen, and a stable source of food that since no one, I put extra food every day for 1 week before I left, and then I left just the lights and automatic turn on and turn off. So the algae could do the work, and looks like it did. So this has been, at least from my point of view, a huge success. Okay. Uh, so will I leave them as is? No, I'm gonna clean because I want to see them. So later I will do a video to see how I plan to clean the aquariums so it can be seen, but I will leave most of the algae still there because it's a nice ecosystem. Okay. And sorry I'm not posting this today, but I'm tired. I need to go to sleep. I will continue with this after I have slept all that I need to sleep. So, Happy New Year and big success. Trial by fire pass with flying colors, at least in my opinion. See you later, everyone.